All right, everybody, here we are back at it. I'll be doing little videos like this occasionally, maybe for every project, I hope. Just showing you how to start the project, or if there's any special things we need to discuss that I need to get out to you. I think it'll be easier to show you than to try to tell you through an email. So, as I said in the announcement on Blackboard, and you can hear my dog walking around, so sorry about that. You'll need sketchbooks or any white paper, really. If you have a supply of white paper at home, you want to do the projects on that, that's great. Sketchbooks, got this one at the dollar store. It's fine, it's 9 by 12. That's the smallest size I would go, 9 inches by 12 inches, don't go any smaller. And you're going to need some black pens. So I've got a couple Sharpies here, fine point and a regular point, calligraphy marker, and the high-tech point pen, depending on the quality of line that you want to get into. So what I'm going to do is start this, show you how I start it, and then I got a couple samples I'll show you of how to get into it, and one that's finished to show you how these can end up. You can add color to these. I'll post some images of these to the ones done in color. Just trying to think. My iPhone crapped out the other day, so I hope they weren't all on there. Hopefully they're backed up. So anyway, I will post some samples. I've got some samples saved, so I know I can post some samples for you as well. So this one's just a little exercise. It's to warm us up into the project coming towards the end of the week, that you'll need some kind of similar approach to. So for this, I don't really want you to get into imagery. I want you to keep it nice and just free form, and just let line and some shapes and line quality flow. Don't try to make something out of it. Don't try to show a certain thing or an object in it. Keep it non-subjective. The way I start, oftentimes I'll just close my eyes when I do this part. But basically, just scribbling. However you want to do it. And then just start looking at where you want to start. Sometimes it's best to start in the middle and work out, especially if you've got a pen that tends to smudge. And now I'm just going to go over some of the lines I made. That one I might connect through and then through. I try not to leave any loose ends. And you can fill some areas like that if you want. Take your time with it. Try to give it the best line quality you can. And like I said, don't try to make a certain subjective composition out of it. Let's just keep it simple. Now I'm doing everything now with this regular point Sharpie. But I could go back to my fine point. I just saw a line I want to finish there. And that there I'm going to fill in. And just kind of let your imagination flow with this. You can definitely kind of play around with different different strokes, line weights, shapes, dots, all kinds of things. If you have templates at home, like circle templates, ellipse templates, that kind of thing, and you want to use, go for it. If you want to do it all with rulers, you could do that. And you just now you just bridge out. You just keep expanding out until you've got the whole thing completed. So here's one I started, because I had made this video once already, but then my phone crapped out and is now on its way to the United States to be fixed. So here was one done the same way. Scribbled it out, started working with the line weight, and then if you look at this, you can almost see a bird happening there, which happens a lot, but try not to focus on it too much, just let it go. I'm just going to stand up here and make sure you guys can see everything. So there's how that one was starting out. Here's another one that I found in an old sketchbook, and it's just, I had hardly gotten into it, but you can see where, kind of see where it's going. Just line. And then here's one that I finished. And again, just line, letting them expand out, shapes. This one's all triangular, which is kind of interesting. But that's where you can go with it. So don't stress it too much. Just do a full page like I've done here, 9 by 12. These are all 9 by 12 actually, so it is a good size. Actually, I'll show you some. Now, these are what I don't want you to do, but I want you to see what you can do with this system. So there's one that started as a scribble, and you can see the bird, and the bird's got a fish in its mouth. So that's one way you can go with it. This one's a little looser, but you can see the eyes happening here, but mostly pattern and design. And this one's kind of I call it a totem. It's my earth totem. Got the bear, fish, there's birds, sunshine, very decorative. So that's one place you can go with these if you really want to get into these on your own. I encourage you to do that because they're a lot of fun and they eat up time. And what have we got more than that right now? And those are lino prints. So I don't want you to go this route right now. I want you to stay this way. But once you get this done, and if it's something you enjoy doing, by all means start exploring that. It's a good release for your creativity. So I will post this video. It'll be on Blackboard, which is probably where you're watching it, so that was kind of silly to say. And just stay tuned on there for more samples and whatnot. All right, guys, have a good one. Talk to you soon.